What's up guys, this is Ace Fit to Play Games. In this video, this is a follow-up regarding the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I feel like the first video that I showed you guys just included, it's pretty much just the opening to show how the game is, but this time we're gonna have a full analysis regarding this game, the things that stands out to me as I play this game and as I progress. I'll show you guys the mechanics that actually makes this game good. So without further ado, grab that coffee, have a seat, and relax. So what I really like about this, as soon as you walk into the ship in game, there's this holocom where you can basically set your destination wherever you want to go. Now, the destinations and different places that you can go unlocks the more you progress into the game. I'm coming from Dathomir right now, coming back from a quest, and I'm thinking I could go back to some other places to do other quests that I might have missed, which is pretty good.
The Empire might have found a Zepho tomb. We can't waste any time.
Pity. Heard about a high-stakes game from one of Saw's fighters. A few extra credits couldn't hurt, you know?
Gambling. Grease, use your head. One of these days, the Haxian brood is going to catch up with you.
Those slubs? I'll hear them coming from a parsec away.
I don't need your gambling habit causing us more trouble with murderous criminal syndicates.
You're right, I know it. I just want to blow off some stress every once in a while, you know? Anyway, all of that is in the past. I'm sure it won't be a problem. Get over here, kid. We're about to land.
I actually want to comment on when you travel through your ship and you go to the hyperspace drive. It's so cool. Now it's right there where the planet you're going to be landing on, and everything is just so detailed for your character and for us players to kind of get into the game. So I just wanted to point that out, that I think that's one of the cool features in this game. One of the things that I actually want to point out is you get a holographic map with you when you unlock and meet BD1 for the very first time. So you are never really lost in the game. I mean, the 3D mapping is kind of confusing a little bit from the very beginning, but I kind of gotten used to it after an hour or so worth of gameplay. So I want to point out a little bit regarding the abilities that you can unlock. As a Jedi, your abilities are not limited. However, you have to unlock them or be able to master them. So force push, force pull, certain abilities that you get to unlock as you progress into the game. For Cal's character, he seems to be a broken Jedi, meaning he has lost everything he's learned in the academy when Order 66 was issued by the Emperor. So therefore, he gets these flashbacks during a certain event in the game, and he gets to unlock whatever he's learned from the academy from his master.
I've really stepped it up. Are you
One of the main aspect of this game is Force Slow, which is Cal's main weapon. This is the very first ability that you get to use when you take control of Cal for the very first time. It's what saved Froth from falling to his doom in the very beginning of the opening game, and that's what led to Cal being caught by the Empire or the Inquisitors for being a Jedi. Also, I want to add that Force Low is also a big part of the puzzle solving in this game. I feel like this Star Wars is very action packed, very puzzle like. It's Star Wars meet Indiana Jones. I just feel like that's a very good mix for this game. I think EA made a very good decision creating the game this way. The parrying in this game is just so good. They made it this way because I feel like if you can just parry everybody, then that means you would be a Jedi Master or some kind of legendary master. But in this way, they made it so even that I feel like this balances out the game, because if you parry and if you miss the parry, then you still get hit. So I feel like as a Jedi, you are not overpowered, and I feel like this is how it's supposed to be as a Padawan, where not everything is perfect until you become a master. So I feel like this definitely balances out the game. The parrying aspect of the game is one of the things that I actually feel like a very good addition to progressing as a Jedi. Now, I didn't want to emphasize too much, but as you guys can see, force push is definitely a big part of getting around in the game. It's definitely a big part of solving certain puzzles in the game as well. And I feel like by doing this, EA kind of made you more in control, because they make you think, what would you do in this situation? So that kind of thing. And if you have that ability, then you will use that ability if it is what you need for the certain situation. So that definitely is one of the best things about this game that I want to point out, is that the skills is not just skills for battle or hurting people. It's actually abilities. Those abilities are used to everywhere you go in the galaxy, which I feel like completes the entire experience of becoming a Jedi Padawan. So as we enter into the meditation circle, this is where you get to unlock more skills for Cal. As you guys can see, there are different kinds of abilities. The ones that are already highlighted in white are abilities that are skills that I've already purchased for Cal. But then there's more that you could actually get, which is pretty cool. As you progress into becoming a full-fledged Jedi Knight, you get to unlock more things, but there's going to be costs. So skill points, definitely something you want to build up upon, which is pretty good in this game. They definitely made it easier for us players to build more experience or get more experience by exiting through the meditation circle. All the opponents and monsters that we have already dealt with respawns to their according places, and that's what gives us more experience to get more skill points. What else can we talk about? So if you guys take a look over here, you've seen me kind of view the ability. That's also one of the options that you can actually do in the meditation circle. As you can see, this is repulse, which basically uses the force to hit the ground, and basically everybody kind of just gets shoved back. So it's kind of like a wave of force. If you guys ever played the game Star Wars Old Republic, the online game, Satio Shan, this is her main ability, and probably her main powers is repulse.
He's mine! He's hard to track! If you say so. Shoot!
I'm feeling weak, BD.
Come on, let's get him! I won't let you win, traitor! Evasive action! Move in!
So guys, this is one of those areas where you're going to need force push. Now my first run in Zepho in this planet, I didn't get to this area because I did not have the force push. So now that I was able to unlock force push, I went back to the planet and opened up the other places that I've never been into, which is part of a pretty good puzzle. You get to unlock more things. You don't know what you're going to find, which is pretty cool in my opinion. It's like hunting for new things, especially, you know, lightsaber hilts, lightsaber switches, and all the good stuff to customize your character. Most of them will be here. Now, I want to point out that these benches right here, these play a huge role. BD1 is just not a robot that latches onto your back for fun and make you kind of suffer while you're going around in different planets. No, he is one of the best droids I've ever seen and even played with, because his abilities grow as Cal unlocks them into the benches. So there's gonna be things like S-Comp, like right over here, S-Comp Link. So basically, remember those little treasure boxes that you cannot open? Guess what? He can now slice in through the comm link and open those for you for the goodies that awaits inside. So I feel like, you know, this is not just Cal growing, but also BD1 in the process is also growing. So I just want to point that out, that BD1 is not a useless droid guy. He's amazing. He's pretty cool.
Good work, BD. Promise the BD.
So again, guys, force slow, definitely one of the best things that you can use when it comes to solving puzzles and getting into different areas. It's not just force push or force pull, nor wall run. It's also force slow. Yeah, I feel like it's the main ability and the strongest ability that Cal possesses.
Over here, BD.
And those treasure boxes that you find, I've seen this treasure box from the outside before, but I just was unable to get to it. So now that I'm able to, it actually contains a paint job for the Mantis, which is Greece's ship, or I would say your cruise ship, which is pretty cool. And yeah, different things are inside those boxes. For customization wise, BD1's customization paint jobs and such as the Mantis paint job, and even poncho colors, different types of ponchos, and also the lightsaber equipments and different kinds of trinkets that you can attach to customize your lightsaber. Oh, guys, by the way, one of the things I want to point out in the meditation circle is when you get into it, if you guys notice here on the bottom left, there's a number. The number on the left side are basically the stim packs that BD1 carries for you to heal yourself. When you rest within the meditation circle, it replenishes. So that's actually one of the cool features, and it'll also save the location if ever you are incapacitated in battle. That is the place where you will respawn, which is pretty cool. Because then, if you're trying to finish a mission and you're in that location of that meditation circle, that is where you're going to spawn. So you don't have to go through around a long way again when you're trying to get back to the mission you're trying to finish.
Seer, there's a transport ship leaving the Empire's base.
I heard. They plan to bring Zepho artifacts to Coruscant.
Does that mean?
That the Emperor is interested in Zepho? Maybe.
No match for you, right?
I don't want to sound like I'm a completionist, guys, but I feel like it's a big part of the game to collect those journals by left behind by travelers, and then basically these are the force echoes that you hear from all their journals, and basically it's stored in your data banks. And I feel like, I hate calling myself a completionist, but I feel like in this game it's actually pretty fun to collect them, and I do read in each and every one of them because I'm the type of person that wants to understand the game, and therefore that kind of deepens my connection to the game and understanding of the game. So yeah, guys, that's just a couple of things that I have observed so far within the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
What do we do? Got a hostile! I hear you. Help me get through! Do this.
So, guys, that kind of concludes the findings and the new things that I have discovered in the game, as I explored around the universe within this game. I'm still going to continue to play the game. Those are the things that I feel like definitely keeps me interested in the game, and I feel like it's not just because the game is new. I just want to say that this game is definitely built well. A lot of minds have been put through this game, and the puzzle solving itself and the manipulation of the force is definitely something definitely new to me, and I feel like I'm more of in control as a player to this for this character. So I hope you guys like this segment of my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order analysis. If you have any questions, just jot that down in the comments below, and hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit if you're thinking about picking up this game, so you guys kind of see what you guys are picking up and what type of Star Wars you are getting into. So hopefully this helps, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. This is Ace from Fit to Play Games. I am out.